Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Manasvi,
Welcome.
for the wonderful introduction. Well, power up your that's the topic I'm going to cover. Well, going international is not that easy to cover in 10 minutes time, but I will still try and do justice to the topic. Well, international trade has been doing its job for almost centuries, right? And the Silk Route is one of the major trade routes for international trade. But gone are those days when the knowledge of international trade was so crucial. We can get it at the click of a button. But having said that, it is still important to understand the various knowledge barriers that we still have, because you have, when you are going international, that to online, you need to know exactly what are the customs clearance procedures, what are the regulations, and how that needs to be taken care of. So we would like to share today here what our experiences and the customers, how they are getting successful, what are the trends, and how we are trying to cover up those trends with the knowledge and the experience that we have covered so far. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Suranjan Das, working with DHL Express, and I will take you through the journey today and help you to understand how to go cross-border. I will start off with few statistics. Swati has already given very interesting statistics, but I will still try and do justice with giving you some more. Today, 1,600 crore devices are connected. 270 lakh crore is being spent on it. So, $27 trillion is the retail market, as a matter of fact. And only 5 years back, not even 5% was online. But today it has grown to 13%. In probably in another couple of years, it will be more than 20%. Yeah, 1 lakh plus is the average spend being done by online shoppers annually. And 70 lakh crores will be spent online by 2020. So, and this particular segment is growing by 25%. I'm talking about cross-border e-commerce. Yeah, of course, e-commerce is growing much faster in different domestic markets, but cross-border, if I must say, it is growing by 25%. And it is in this scenario, in today's international scenario, where the market is not growing, it is almost getting stagnated. We are able to grow at 25% if we talk about e-commerce. So, what are the country-specific drivers of demand? Very interestingly, we have done. We are working in 220 countries, and we keep doing our researches, which we keep giving to our customers, of course. So we have done our research to understand what are the various demands that customers actually look for. So if you look at US consumers, UK consumers seeks for availability. How effectively you are able to give them those products. Chinese consumers looks for quality. They are one of the biggest importer of products from Europe and US. Russian consumers seeks price. It's not Indians, I must tell you. Yeah, they will look for offers almost in every product category. But Indians seeks both quality, appealing price, and also recommendations. Isn't it interesting? Yeah. Well, so what makes consumers buy from you? 68% of millennials are shopping online. And if you add that groups, the one who was born after 2020, they almost buy everything online, right? So if you look at the kind of internet penetration that is happening, of course, India is around 50% internet, in 53 if I'm not mistaken, internet penetration. But Europe and US, the internet penetration is almost around 85, 90%. So there, everything is online, right? And the growth is being driven by millennials. Hence, you have to be very particular about how you place and position your products, right? To cater to this market segment. So, what it is that is actually driving this? One of the major criteria of satisfying those customers are delivery, trust, and logistics. How effectively you are placing those products. How effectively you are delivering those products. Well, so what is the last mile? By last mile, what I mean to say, we can always get the products to any part of the country. But to deliver it from the airport to their home is one of the biggest challenge. Yeah, because once it is in the airport, there will be lots of customs barrier. Yeah, and after that, it has to be delivered to various residential areas, and people may be there, people may not be there. So I've tried to give you what the last mile caters to. So e-commerce trend actually says 20% of the deliveries are actually not done in the first attempt. Yeah, and recipients basically blame not logistics provider but the retailers. So it will be you who will be blamed, not us. Yeah, and you will get the bad reviews, I must tell you. And 50% of retailers actually refund the delivery charges. 50% is not a matter of joke, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Last mile impacts business directly. Yeah. How? It will irrate the customer, hence the reviews goes down. Returns and loss of customer is they won't come back to you, so you cannot create repeat customers. And additional resources for redelivery and the coordination. You will spend more time and money in actually coordinating those deliveries. So what are the root cause of poor last mile? Consignee not at home. People are working. Couples are working outside, right? They will never be at home in the working hours. So how the delivery will happen after working hours? Because we are working at working hours, right? And incomplete contact information. Like Swati said, see, people are impatient, very demanding. They don't even put the right details about their own address. So this is one of the major barriers. And consignee ships. So lot of SaaS and every software has given us opportunity to create a database and store it, right? And click at a button to shop. So the stored data is probably 3 years, 5 years old, and people ships very frequently. So it goes to a different address and delivery does not happen in the first place. So how do we take care of this particular case? To take care of this, we have come up with on-demand delivery. What it is all about? It is an automated last mile delivery management system wherein your end customer can actually schedule your delivery. And they can say, you want to place my shipment in my backyard? DHL does that. The customer can actually customize and say, I am not here in this particular address, send it to my mom's address. So we'll do that. And everything will be done live. After the order is placed, shipment is picked up, and the customer can actually customize those delivery options. Yeah. So, and the most important point is vacation hold. So people are vacationing, they go out for 15, 20 days. In that case, the shipment normally comes back. However, in this particular case, we have given a chance to hold the product for 30 days in any destination across the world to 20 countries. And that's free of cost. Yeah. So how it works? So whenever there is an order, the order will come to you with a particular link, and the customers can actually give that click on the link and schedule that particular product. Yeah. So we can also customize and put this particular option in your website. We can give you an API. You can integrate this option, and while giving the order, customers can actually put those time and schedule their delivery options right as giving the orders. Yeah. So I've already spoken about the benefits of demand delivery. It will actually lessen your returns and of course build your brand. And we can also customize with your logo and everything. We can always talk about it later. This is one of the major barriers in going international. Customs and taxes in different countries. We are talking about 220 countries, ladies and gentlemen. Every country will have different regulations. How do we take care of it? We have gotten prepaid landing cost calculator. Yeah, you can put in your HSN code and we can give you the details, what will be the duty structure and how you can plan your pricing in your website. This is called as trade automation service. It's a proprietary product of DHL and we give it free of cost. And you can price your product in a manner that duties in the destination can be collected right here in India. Yeah, and the taxes can be collected right here in India. So no hassles. You can do your sales anywhere across the world. We take care of the legal compliances across the world. So basically, trade automation service takes care of this 5 basic requirements, and we cover all those requirements through trade automation service. Yeah. So CSV5 is a new way of delivering export, wherein you can take care of GST refunds, MEIS benefits, and it will have minimum paperwork. Yeah, it's a nice concept that was brought in by the government of India, and we are doing it almost for a year now, and you can actually benefit out of it. And we give shopping cart integrations to almost all the kind of platforms and marketplaces which you can use. Yeah. And we can also give the logo on the waybill and track options within your websites. So that's all I have.